What's going on? Welcome back to A Lady and a Gent.
I am your cousin Ashley.
And I am your cousin Phil.
Oh man, it's gonna be a great one. You know, sometimes you just have that feeling of happiness. So we just wanted to ask you, how are you guys doing? Hopefully you're all doing well and in a great place.
I'm always happy when I get to see my cousins.
Yes,
always.
Nothing happier than family time.
But guess what? If you want to stay a cousin, make sure you subscribe to this channel.
Oh yeah, subscribe. Subscribe.
And comment hashtag Hey Cousins. Because our cousin for the day goes to Miss Nicole Boyce.
Hey Nicole.
She says, hey cousin, I was subscriber number 906. Big props for that.
Thank you, Nicole.
Yay, yay. Hey, yay. In my Ice Cube voice. That
was the rest of the comment.
That was the rest of the comment.
Which y'all can see because it's on the screen. Well, thank you, Nicole. Welcome, welcome. We love all the cousins.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
But before we get into our video of, as you know, it's hot topics. First, we would like to send a rest in peace to the lovely Naya Rivera and to the Travolta family of Miss Kelly Preston. Our prayers and thoughts are with your family. It's always difficult losing a loved one.
Yes, it is.
So we're just sending prayers out to you guys. Also, we like to send our prayers and thoughts to the Braxton family, Miss Tamar. There are reports that she attempted suicide, so we're not sure what it is, but whatever you're going through, we're just sending love and prayers. Mental health is a huge thing, and we're not saying people diagnosed with anything, but just our mental spaces. It's a huge thing, so anybody going through anything out there, we're sending love, we're sending prayers, because it's definitely real, especially everything going on in the world today. So always try to protect your peace. It's more important than anything is to have peace within oneself, to be happy with oneself, and to just know that you are loved. And know that you have people there loving and supporting you. And if not, there are places where you can get and seek help.
So please, 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 please reach out to someone if you're having those feelings. Also, for those who are on the receiving end, when someone is reaching out to you, don't turn them away. Yeah. Just be a listening ear. Be a shoulder to cry on. Because you never know. You never know what they're going through and what they'll need.
That's very true. You never know what someone's going through. And like I've mentioned before, we both worked in mental health and hospital settings. So it's very real. And like you said, if you have somebody on your heart and you're just like, man, I need to call this person, reach out to them. Send them a text, say, hey, just thinking about you. And usually people will respond and be like, oh, I'm good. Or, just reach out.
Put a smile on their face.
Yes. And so, with our little bitty PSA to the side.
And knowing is half the battle.
We're gonna get into it.
Dive right on in.
So your Uncle Donnie, who we don't claim, decided to take a picture with some Goya products. Not only did he decide to take pictures with the Goya products, but on his office desk in the Oval Office. And can we make it make sense?
I'm trying to figure out all of that because, when he first started running his campaign, he's saying that, Mexicans were criminals and rapists. They're coming over here with all this crime.
And now you sitting here with Goya?
Yeah.
Go Goya. Now I grew up on Goya, okay? I have the giant size bottle of adobo in my cabinet. Okay, Sazon is a very real thing in this house.
Okay, I don't have a giant bottle, but I did get a 2-for-1 deal of it.
I grew up on Goya. The issue with this is it's illegal. It's illegal to be promoting and endorsing products. It is. Y'all can look it up. You can't be doing this. No. You cannot. And then Ivanka over there with the can of beans. Somebody said it best, like, girl, first of all, actually it was Megan McCain on The View, because I love The View. And Megan was like, Ivanka, girl, who is believing that you is cooking beans in a whole white outfit?
Right.
No. Okay. I mean, I love me some Goya beans, but it just doesn't, I'm not sure what message they're trying to send. Like, I'm not saying we should cancel Goya, because if y'all don't know, their CEO has said some problematic statements, and we're okay with, I guess, boycotting, or whatever you feel against the disparaging comments he made, or if you felt offended or affected by those comments, cool.
Choice is yours.
We're not gonna say like cancel a company, because people work there and they need their jobs, and I need my sazon as well. So, but President.
Because if she cancels the sazon, I'm not eating over here anymore.
Let me tell you, if your chicken don't look kind of orangey, I'm not eating it, because I know it don't got no sazon in there. Just saying. But yeah, that was funny.
That was wow.
You know, and staying on the Trump line. His very own niece, Miss Mary Trump, has released her book called
What's that book called?
Too Much and Never Enough: How My Family Created the World's Most Dangerous Man.
Now, you know that's bad when your family is coming out against you.
Oh,
wow.
Man, you know what? I've watched some of the interviews she's been doing, and just kind of talking about the family. If you haven't watched, I believe A&E did a miniseries called The Trump Dynasty. It's currently on Hulu, because that's how I watched it. It's very interesting, just kind of going through the Trump family, how they first came to this country. So it is something, you know, if you're into that history and presidents or whatever, just watching it, because it gives a lot of backstory on things I don't think people are truly aware of.
That's interesting.
But child, he is not trying to hear this. Notice he tweets about everything under the sun, but he has not mentioned this book at all. His niece, he hasn't come out and said, I don't know her. You know how Mariah does. Who?
I don't know you.
Who? They married who? Okay. He hasn't said nothing about it. So it's interesting to see how this will play out. Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited. She's gonna be on The View next week. Like I said, I love The View. So I will be watching and reading and seeing what she has to say.
You know, I don't watch The View much, but I might tune in for that episode.
You got it, man. I love it. I love it. I love all the ladies at The View. We love all opinions. And this is gonna be interesting, because she said she doesn't, she was the daughter of his brother. And I remember from the like I said, if you watch the documentary, you kind of know the story. His older brother should have taken over the family business, but the father felt that he wasn't up for it. Like, he was like, nah, you the wrong one. Like, no, it won't be you. And then he kind of overlooked him and passed everything on to Donald. Like I said, if y'all watch that A&E little miniseries, it'll tell you a lot more of the background. Or you can read her book, because I'm sure she'll go into detail. I haven't started it yet, but I will.
Yeah, she already got it.
One of the cousins sent it to me, so I got it.
This has been going around for weeks now.
What's that?
Your cousin Nick Cannon.
What he been doing?
Oh, you don't know? Now on the podcast, was it Cannon's class?
Yeah.
You know, he said some truth.
Oh.
Some deep truth. You know, and a lot of people looked at it as it was anti-Semitic, which I watched the podcast twice.
Oh, you watched it before they took it down? I didn't get a chance. I was gonna watch it.
And I didn't hear anything anti-Semitic. I mean, he did say blacks were the original Jews.
That's something else people could get into.
Yeah, that's something you got to be deeper into that.
Yeah. Learn your Bible verses.
But anywho, Viacom, the parent company to everything, might as well say.
Right. They are the AT&T of the
Of
media
cable.
world.
They fired Nick Cannon from his shows,
Interesting.
including Wild 'N Out, which I couldn't figure out. Like, this is your show.
Yeah, I was trying to, from what Nick was saying, I'm not sure if he is a part owner, if he is an owner, or they bought him out. Not really sure the business side of it, but he is the brand, right? Because when you think of Wild 'N Out, you think of Nick. We're not gonna cancel Nick. We understand everybody's entitled to their feelings about things people say, but even in Viacom's statement, they said they're basically condemning his anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. In CBS, Viacom CBS statement, they stated that they've cut ties with Nick Cannon based on his anti-Semitic theories. They didn't say his anti-Semitic remarks, but his theories. I find that interesting. To me, it sounds like they didn't say, well, he didn't say he was anti-Semitic. He just stated some theories that were.
So on the line of theories, it's like people saying that, the world is flat.
Yeah, that's a theory.
I'm just-
Even though it's proven to not be.
Right.
There are still some people, I don't know who they are.
I ain't gonna touch that one.
I don't know, this is a lot. And then Nick came back out. He first released his original statement. And then he came back and apologized. I mean, look, I'm not gonna down somebody for if they wanna apologize. If he felt the need to apologize, that's his right to exercise it.
The thing that aggravated me was he was catching flack from both sides.
He was.
One side was saying, "Oh, well, that was racist against white people. It was racist against Jews."
Oh, when he said white people were savages. Mm-hmm. Would they like it better if he said colonizers?
I would have said it.
Oh, okay.
I did say something about it. But anyway, that's a joke. On the other side, the black community was like, "What you apologize for? You were speaking truth." So he's catching hell from both sides.
Yeah, I mean, if we all got fired for our opinions, we'd all be.
I would have been unemployed years ago. Ain't no
Right.
lie.
Like I said, you can't tell somebody how to feel. So whoever was offended by his statement, it's their right to feel that way. Whoever wasn't, it's their right to feel that way. Whoever supports him, it's their right to feel that way. Whoever doesn't, it's their right to feel that way as well. But in the words of one of my faves, who's sometimes problematic, Charlamagne said it the best. We all have the freedom of speech, but not all of us have the right to truly exercise it.
Facts.
I paraphrased what he said, but it was the gist of that.
It was close to it.
Okay.
Talk to him, cuz. Talk to him.
Georgia, I'm gonna need y'all to get it together.
Please.
We kind of close in proximity. Not too close, but close enough. And the governor of Georgia is so the state of Georgia is personally suing the mayor of Atlanta, Miss Keisha Lance Bottoms, and the city council, and 14 other cities and municipalities within the state of Georgia for enforcing.
Are you serious?
Guess what? Masks. For enforcing people wear masks.
Why?
Wow. Georgia, y'all don't have nothing better to do with your time, resources, or money than to sue your home cities?
I can't even pick my head up right now. I can't believe that.
Make it make sense.
Right. You don't care about the people in Georgia to be safe. They're enforcing a mask mandate. I mean, this virus is spreading like wildfire, and the numbers continue to grow.
Shoot, we just went under a mask mandate in our state. So, and we were at what, phase 2 or 3? I don't know which phase. It was way past phase 1.
2.5. I don't know.
We've been rescinded back a phase or 2, and we have to now wear masks out. Before it was just kind of you do it, or just businesses where it's saying like, you know, you must wear a mask. But to sue, like, are you not taking away from the resources of these cities who need their money, who need the funds to appropriate to other things besides fighting a lawsuit?
And then you gotta, you know, if you're trying to sue these other cities and other counties, then if the numbers rise, you're gonna have to pay for testing. You're gonna have to pay for all this stuff. So if you want to shell out money to sue and then turn around and have to pay for all this other stuff, all the testing, that's on your head.
Child, make it make sense, because it don't make any sense. So what about the states you border that don't? So like in South Carolina, Georgia borders, which is closest states, South Carolina and Florida and Alabama and Tennessee. No, I'm confused. Y'all want increased cases? And even the mayor, she tested positive. It's just baffling. And you know, there are plenty mandates that are made for people's public health and safety. Our favorite one, wearing a seatbelt. I mean, you really don't have to, but we have all been mandated to wear one. Why? Because you don't want to get a ticket.
That's true.
And as we stated in other videos, it's a public health thing. If you crash through the car and you land on somebody else, no, you don't cause more. It's just a big, unnecessary mess. So the fact that you don't want to wear, people don't want to wear the mask, and now you're going to sue the cities and states, sue the municipalities and local cities because he said they are trying to enforce stricter rules than what the state is allowing, just absolutely makes no sense.
Okay, so recently, I think this was a few days ago or sometime last week, that Megan Stallion was shot in the foot allegedly by Tory Lanez.
Yes, our favorite hot girl is not having a hot girl summer. Yeah, it's real interesting because, and this is why a lot of times I know we don't like to speak about certain events or certain things happening as far as in the pop culture world, because, or even the political world, because more details start to come out and
it takes you on too many twists and turns.
Yeah, so Megan, we're wishing you a speedy recovery. And it's interesting because it first said it was a fight and there was some gunshots. Okay, and then it turns out actually she was shot in the foot. She released a statement saying no, she was shot in the foot intentionally by someone. And then we find out in the car is her friend, and Tory Lanez. So Megan, I don't think she's shooting herself. At least of all, not in the foot.
No.
It's not a thin line between love and hate.
No.
She might have did that though. Thin line, anyways. Her friend, who was her best friend, came and said, "Wow, look, I ain't shoot her." So allegedly, that just leaves one other person who was in the car, which is Mr. Tory Lanez, and he hasn't come out and said he didn't do it. I mean, I haven't seen anything where he said.
I haven't read anything either.
So this is very peculiar.
It's pretty much a case of who done it, which will probably end up with polygraph testing, just to find out the complete story.
Look, if 1 + 1 = 2, then I'm not saying he did it, but I'm just saying allegedly is the fingers point that way. And Megan, Megan just released a new statement saying Black women are so unprotected and we hold so many things in to protect the feelings of others without considering our own. It might be funny to y'all on the internet and just another messy topic for you to talk about, but this is my real life and I'm real hurt and traumatized. And then you have 50 Cent posting talk about run, Ricky run, Boys in the Hood if y'all didn't know. First of all, that's real distasteful, 50 Cent. And you just been doing a lot of distasteful trash stuff. But I guess you can't help being trashy.
How you gonna? Now we just talked about internet bullying in another video, but here he comes.
I mean, like she said, sometimes people are tired of being victimized or made to feel like, hey, you have to portray this image of strength. You know, her name is Megan Thee Stallion. If you know what a stallion is, it's a beautiful, graceful horse. That's just like, you know, upper echelon of horses. And so even with that, like she said, black women are so unprotected. You know, we can't go into all of that right now. That's a whole nother video on its own. But how are you making fun of somebody that was hurt? Like, she could have seriously been injured. The bullet could have bounced back. It could have hit her in another place where she might not have had such a successful recovery. It could have hit her friend. Actually, it could have hit Tory Lanez.
I guess, you know, he has the authority to sit there and say stuff like that because he was shot 9 times.
Hey, what D-Ray said, if I live, I'm 50 Cent. If I die, I'm Tupac. It's a little barbershop for y'all. So Megan, we're glad to hear you okay, and girl, we just wish you the best, and that's all we got to say about that.
That's right. So tell us down below what other topics that we remissed in Hot Topics this week. I'm pretty sure there's some other ones out there that we missed, but it's too wide of a spectrum.
It's a lot happening, so drop down below. Tell us what you thought of what we spoke about, what you want to talk about, because we know y'all are engaging and we see it and we respond. So let us know down below what's happening.
Yeah, let's keep that dialogue going.
Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button. I mean, you could dislike it too. It's okay.
Either or.
You can exercise your rights here.
And don't forget to comment #HeyCousins if you want to be shouted out in the next video.
Because you see, we shouting y'all out. So until next time, cousins, stay safe, protect your peace, and we love y'all. Later.
Bye.